What is going on, guys? Welcome back to 410 Gaming. We are live.
What's up, everyone?
What are you laughing at?
I don't know, dude. This just feels like...
We're running to get here, all right, ladies and gentlemen? I just got back from vacation. I don't feel the best. This bang is the only thing keeping me alive. But we're here, baby.
I feel great.
And Dutch has just informed me everything that's happened in Destiny in the past week.
Yeah, since you've been gone.
I literally haven't touched my phone or looked at anything Destiny related in the past 4 weeks.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
4 days.
You were like, looking at the notes and you were like, wait, what the hell is this? We got
What
a
are
lot
these
to talk
notes?
about today. There's a lot that happened this week.
That must be how our guests or how our viewers feel like every week. Like now I get like the insight like, oh shit.
When they're watching
News,
the show?
yeah, like they're just getting fucking fact-changing news. Like it
It's
charged me up today.
It's like a wave of information that just blasts you right in your face.
The wave. What's up, guys? How we doing? Who's in the chat?
We're riding that wagon wave.
We got the Wagoneers. We got everyone out
So let's
here.
start out with a brew moment. Another brew
Thank
moment
God, we got some beer today.
here on the show. I got some fire beers. I got some samples that were dropped off to me by one of...
I don't know what we got. We live on the show, by the way, guys. If you
We
want
got
Instagram,
a little
come
Aslan
check it
Hot
out on
Swap.
YouTube.
Double IPA, 8.2%. You know it's going to be good. It's going to be thick. It's going to be creamy. It's going to coat your tongue just like El Duce does.
What's
And
going on,
creamy.
guys? If you're in the chat, say what's up. We got Power. We got Kendo. We got Miss Riss. What's up? What's up?
Hello, family.
Hello.
Step aside, peasant. It's time to drink some beer with El Duce.
I'm dead.
It's a brew
We got the
moment
producers in the
with
building.
Decon and El Duce.
Shout out LB. Shout out the Whisker Biscuit Gang. Shout out the GK. Shout out Lil Lana. LP.
LB.
Yeah. She said yeah. We got the whole
All
wagon.
right, well, this beer's hard to split 4 ways. You know the talent's got to get the real shit.
There we go.
What we got here?
Give him a close up.
We got a little. Oh, here we go. Hot Swap
Ooh.
by Aslan,
Ooh.
Virginia.
Dutch, that's a great job getting that into focus right there and just locking it in, okay? That looks hot. That looks as hot as that.
Look at the liquid dripping down right here.
El Duce. Hey, Lana.
She's trying to take over the show, but she can't.
She's going to be streaming here soon, guys. We
So,
got her playing her first
This is our
Destiny
6
the other day.
beers deep brew moment of the week. Do we have the right glasses? Yep, we got Dutch.
Can't believe I'm drinking today, to be honest, but
That's good, actually.
that is actually really
It's actually really light. I thought it was going to be a little bit heavier than that,
yeah.
but I don't mind it.
That's excellent. I would
Yeah.
drink this by the pool all day.
Yeah, it's definitely an everyday drinker. It's definitely chuggable.
I wouldn't chug it. but
Okay, we're not chugging it.
Dutch is a savage out here. El Duce.
El Duce chugs the biggest of beers. I will chug a stout if I have to.
Yeah, guys, so El Dutch is taking on the El Duce personality this week.
I will sit outside your window and sing you sweet lullabies. If only I knew how to play the guitar.
So get ready for that on stream, guys, if you guys want to see El Duce. let us
I'm
know.
gonna have to take that home. Every time I get a quad kill, I'm gonna go El Duce. I have given you the wagon more than one time.
Oh, I'm fucking dead. What's going on, guys? We got 7, 8 people slowly tuning in. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy 4th of July out here. What'd you do, Dutch? You have some family fun?
I fucking worked.
Okay.
I was at work on 4th of July. It sucked.
Well, I was getting lit. Okay.
We did 60 covers.
I was getting lit.
I worked
On
a
the beach.
10-hour shift and we served 60 people.
Nice. That's not good. If yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, that's
I wanted to
very
throw myself into traffic.
bad. The 4th of July traffic.
They had a parade. I watched a parade go down the street. I felt like that little kid that like stares and watches their friends outside playing, like, but doesn't get like invited to go play. That's what I felt like watching the 4th of July parade go down the street.
Look how red I was.
Yeah, and I had to go to work 2 hours early because there was a parade in my neighborhood and they were going to shut down the street. Otherwise, I would have been late. You're welcome.
El Duce don't lie.
El Duce does not like to work on America's Day.
I'm dead. All right, let's get right into it, guys. We got a great lineup here. Like I said, just getting back into it, pumped up. We got 9 in the chat. Say what's up. Let us know your thoughts as we go along, and let's get it going. Number 1, we've got the umbral system. So
yeah. So basically, my thought on this, and I go on raid secrets a lot on Reddit. It's a great source of information, or just like if you want to see other people's ideas or like what people are thinking about in the game. Reddit is a great spot, specifically, like I said, raid secrets. So a lot of people on there were saying that this is such a good system that they should implement this into the game permanently. They didn't really go, I don't really read the comments. I just kind of read like the topics and then come up with my own ideas. And I was thinking like, how sick would it be if like, last week we talked about tokens, how we end up with like thousands of tokens and how it's a dumb system.
Yep.
And literally as soon as I read this, I was like, holy shit, like tokens like could have such a better use. Like you could turn in 10 tokens to shacks and get a random crucible package, or you could focus 100 or 200 tokens into a specific package like they're doing it now. You can maybe like if you wanted to get like, say they bring back better devils at one point in time and with new rolls, and you really want to get a new better devils.
Gonna want better devils.
Okay, well I mean whatever, like whatever gun it is, focus 200 tokens into an Ingram, and maybe you get a choice between 2 guns like they do it now. Like it's just such a good system. The gunsmith, like when the gunsmith had was the only way you could get Aaron Till for the longest period of time. Like, why don't you focus gunsmith? Like how many gunsmith materials do you have?
I have like 20,000.
Yeah, and what do you do with those?
Nothing.
I mean, point proven.
Literally nothing. But my argument to that would be that the umbral system has kind of we love to see Dutch's reaction to me speaking, but let's talk about the face we're trying to see out here, and it's me, Decon, all right? Dutch knows. The sunglass producer's over there slacking on her phone. Love you, Lauren. Anyway, my argument to that would be that I feel like the umbral system already is like, yeah, it's great when you need something, but then once again, you're just going to be stacking on them. Like, I'm already have the god roll on most of the guns that I really care about. Like, and that's only a few weeks into the season. Like, they already feel like I have way too many that I like don't even know what to do with them. I'm getting shaders out the ass. Whoever's idea it was to put the shaders on each umbral package, go fuck yourself. I wish I could undo that. Whatever, that person once again should be fired from Bungie. It's probably the same guy making all these mistakes week after week, just like, guys, this would be a great idea.
We'll just give everyone shaders.
These kids want endless shaders to fuck up their postmaster. That's what they want.
Meanwhile, you can't even get trials tokens.
Yeah, can't even get trials tokens to go to the postmaster.
Think about this too.
But we'll fill it with shaders.
Think about this too. You have 200 trials tokens and you're tired of getting armor. You already have armor for like maxed out armor. Mm-hmm. What if you want to try to get an Astral Horizon or an Eye of Soul, and you could just go and focus those trials tokens, like you get an Umbral Engram or whatever they call it, and instead of taking it to the
but it needs to be limited on like the amount. Like it'd be great for trials right now because they don't give you shit in trials anymore, like tokens wise. But if they just give it, like if I'm just taking my 10,000 or 20,000 gunsmith to focus, I'm not gonna need all 20,000. Like you better make it expensive or something. Like it needs to be a balance of like getting the guns and like getting the stuff that we want, but not being like so easy to get the shit that you want that it's useless after a match. And then you're still sitting on tokens, or you're still sitting on like Umbral Engrams that feel just as worthless as the tokens did. You know what I mean? Like once you have your shit. So that's my only. It's a very fine line between being like way too hard to get weapons or like near impossible to get the god roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also a fine line of like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Kendo says just make it expensive so it's not so easy to get the god roll so fast. Yeah, I mean,
I agree, but then you run into the problem where you have people trying to farm the gun and like you could never get it, and by the time you even get it, now they're getting sunsetted in a fucking season. You know what I mean? So it needs to be like obtainable, and I think maybe something I was thinking about the raid exotics and how they increase the percentage of drop chance based on like whatever, right? Based on completion time. So maybe like after you've turned in 100 packages or like 10 focused Umbral Engrams, or like say 50 or something, right? You've done 50 of the same gun, then it will start dropping like double slotted.
Or maybe you unlock that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like then it'll give you 2 perks. So now like once you put the work in, if you still can't get it, then it makes it more manageable to get it. Because I don't want it to be so easy where people are just getting them first go, but I don't want it to be like you're
Unobtainable.
100 packages in and you're just getting unlucky.
You
on the
sit there
fucking
for
thing.
an hour,
And
2 hours, and you're turning in
and
shit.
you're just like can't, you know what I mean? Can't get it done. So it's a fine line, but I do think it's a good idea. I like the system way better than just random legendary engrams that could roll us 50 different fucking things.
So would you like to see that implemented in other ways by other vendors?
Yes, I just think I want the Umbral engram system to be. It needs something to make it not as fat. Like, I have every gun that I want already. Cold Denial. I have the God-rolled sword. I have the auto rifle just cause. Like, you know what I mean?
You can drink those.
I have the ranged.
Drink those. Those are samples from Oldstein.
I have, like, the ranged shit, so it doesn't feel like I don't need it anymore. Now it's useless for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? It does need to be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Than, like, just whatever the fuck.
I just think, like, because we were talking about tokens last week, and then I was reading this on Reddit, like, how good the Umbral system was, and then I just kind of, like, connected one and one together, put one and one together, and I was like, holy shit, like, this could be great. But
Ace said instead of the horn app, we need a real horn for the full effect, Lauren.
Time for the next subject, El Duce style.
I'm tired of all these ugly ass shaders. Completely agree.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Let's keep it moving. A big discussion that I've
thanks,
heard.
Ace.
We've been.
GK got it for me.
It's a dope shirt, huh? You know what it is. But yeah, big discussion that's been in the community this week. Crucible matchmaking and the change that was implemented. That really no one was really talking about too much. It's been around the whole season, but with the beginning of Iron Banner,
And we last week we were like,
it was noticeable.
Last week, like on the show, we were like, how is this gonna be?
How's it gonna make a difference?
And we were like, haha, we're gonna crush everyone, blah 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 blah.
And boy, did we crush everybody. Good Lord. All right. It wasn't even. I had the best time that I've had in Iron Banner in a long time because I wasn't playing my fucking whatever 400 Bungie combat rating players like back-to-back games, 6-stack. Fucking, I'm either it was like a decent match where we're like just have to sweat, or we just got smashed by God Kids.
Yeah.
Now we were doing the smashing.
Yeah, I mean,
nonstop.
The pond got a lot larger, right? Like normally
I'm a big fish 80 miles off the coast swimming with homeless sharks, all right? But they dropped me right in their little trout backyard pond, all right? And I was just...
Yeah, dude, it was pretty wild. I know our first session, we logged on right at reset because we were convinced that they were going to drop the new 6-man activity, which we're pretty convinced that's going to happen this week, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll be
so
streaming
we
it
hopped
tomorrow
on and it
live.
didn't happen. And we were like, all right, let's play a couple Iron Banner matches. We literally mercied, like, I think we won like 12. We went 12-1, like the first little card that we ran.
Yep.
I only played Iron Banner on Tuesday.
And we weren't running with only like a God 6-stack, by the way. Like we had like some average kids.
Cal, it was you, me, Cal.
Yeah, so we
Who
had
else was
like
in there?
we had like a good school. Like there were some good players, but I don't want you to think that we were running like all 2.0 kids or like
No.
you know what I mean. So like we had a good mix of skill based players in our lobby, and we were just smacking.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting actually.
Smacking. Now a lot of people are upset by this, especially like obviously lower caliber players. And one of the biggest issues I saw with it is, although I did have a lot of fun and it was much more relaxed and it did make the game like
It was easy.
much more playable. We were doing a bunch of random challenges with exotic weapons and stuff, like all running Skyburner's Oath, and I got like a Wii ran with that. I've never equipped that gun in my whole life, and I got a Wii ran, and then I resharded it. So really, really dope. It was a lot more casual, a lot more fun to just go in there and play.
Yeah.
And we saw that across the board because we broke records for Iron Banner. How many people
How many people what?
played Iron Banner off the rip?
Oh, so this week's Iron Banner set a record for the most ever with 942.8 thousand on Tuesday.
And let me just talk about this. We're in a summer season right now. All right, this isn't a fall like when the game is like
This isn't
really
the first
popping.
Iron Banner of the year.
Yeah, this is not a fall expansion. So for us to break all the fall expansion records in one season shows that people were loving it, people were having fun, and whether you personally enjoyed it or not, it was great for the game because it brought back a player base.
Yeah.
Like,
it did.
what more do you want? And now, if you got those players in, then they're going to be fucking playing trials. Like, maybe it'll expand the trials pool. Like, you got people back in the game. They've been playing Iron Banner all week. Maybe they'll hop into trials now, like this weekend. I didn't play any trials yet
I haven't played
because I was
either.
on vacation, but I wonder what the pool looked like in there, if it was any better for some of those players as well.
Well,
everyone's
let me just
thoughts?
tell you, the good kids are still going to be good, and the shitty kids are still going to be shitty. Okay, like that's that's how it is. But I do enjoy now that, like you said earlier, we're not just playing against God tier kids all the time, you know, and it's good for our friends too. Who like I know, for instance, like Duke is always like, dude, when I play solo, I crush. Then when I hop into your like matches, like he's like, it's just hit or miss. But like now we can all play together. We can play with our homies, and it doesn't feel like
you're getting fucked by joining like a beast kid.
Exactly.
Like if you're like on the lower like spectrum.
Yeah.
So it lets people play with their friends. Yep. I mean, our clan had like at reset they were like 5 or 6 stacks.
Yeah, they went on a 315 win streak.
Yeah, our clan went on a 300 something win streak. Like 99% of were mercies. I think when I checked in on Theo was like, I've won like 98 matches and 94 of them were mercies. Yeah. So it's just like, holy shit.
Whatever he has to say.
So, and that's the only downfall I think was the mercies. There were too many mercies, because I felt like we were loading more than we were playing games.
Yeah, for real.
But I mean, I don't know. I had way more fun.
We were beating some teams in like 5-6 minutes.
I had way more fun loading games.
Yeah. So Duke said filthy casual here, and he believes that connection-based matchmaking is the way to go. Power in the Kisser, that's our boy Danny. He said it's rough if you're solo, but if you're in a 6-stack, it's pretty much a mercy every game. And that's what Iron Banner should be. You should be playing in a 6-stack with your homies. Like, that's what it's literally meant for.
Yeah, Miss Riss said she ran both stacked and casual. It was definitely a lot more fun in both cases. Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and
was anyone not happy with it? Was anyone like have a bad Iron Banner experience? Was anyone like, the fuck?
I mean, I definitely hit Reddit a little bit, and there's definitely some people on Reddit that were complaining, but
at the same time, we were also talking about it. It's going to help players get better. Like you're not going to get better if you're playing against the same 0.8 KD kids every game.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not going to get better. You're not going to play better. You're not going to learn to, you're just going to keep running and pushing down those lanes that you shouldn't be. You know what I mean? But after you die 10 times to me trying to run down the same lane, maybe you'll think twice about it.
Decon needs to sweat his hangover off so we can play Trials tonight.
You see this, guys? This is incredible. All right, this is what getting charged up on some Destiny can do for you. It motivates you to do things that people don't think are humanly possible. Okay.
All right.
I'll tell you what, I am sweating though. All right, this isn't just a grissin from the sun. This is sweat. A grissin. I'm grissin. I'm glistening.
Glisten.
Glisten. But what if I glisten? What does that mean? What is I always thought that was what I'm grissin is. He's just like, I'm glistening.
You're gristling?
No? Okay.
It's definitely glistening, but
I'm sure the 1,000+ teams that were mercy by 6 beers deep didn't enjoy it.
That's right, Jonesy.
Facts.
You tell him. Jonesy gave him. That is the definition of the wagon.
But I'll tell you what though. One of the most embarrassing things in my career thus far was
oh yeah, let them know what happened.
When we got waxed out by a team, and I was playing with the new forward gun or whatever. What's it called? The forward path. And because I was testing it out to get new whatever, so I was running a whack loadout, right? Not fusioning, just only going for air, like only going for auto kills because I'm trying to get like gameplay with it for a video. Put that video out, go watch it. All right, sauce, game changing. But we got waxed by a team, mercied, and they put it up on the gram. They were like, just mercied 6 beers deep clan.
MJ
LOL.
Crazy hit me up and said, looks like your clan just got waxed in Iron Banner.
And my name is right there.
And I clicked on it, and I look on it, and I see Decon's name
my
in there.
My name's right there, putting on blast on the IG.
I hopped into your party. You were playing with the same people that you had just got mercied with, and I was like,
yo. Call her out. Her name is Lethality X, okay? And I'm coming for you, all right? Next time I see you in a game, the wagon is coming. It literally I'm gonna drop 40 on you.
It literally said just mercy 6 beers deep, and Decon's name was right there on the feed, right on Instagram.
I wanted to cry. So that was awesome.
I hopped in their party. I was like, "Yo, did you see that Instagram post?"
But I messaged her. I told her, I'm coming for you. All right.
Did you?
Be scared. I'm coming for you. Yeah. I said, but why you gotta do me dirty like that? She didn't even respond. I said, I'm coming for you.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. That was lit. All right, moving on. Iron Mercy. We just talked about a bunch of Iron Banner, but
well, let's keep talking about it. So we got some new guns in Iron Banner, right? And they rolled with some new perks, and we kind of talked about them last week, but we weren't sure.
I was pretty charged up to see the new perks. Like, that was honestly a lot of fun too. Was the loot differences, as well, and being able to farm the new guns with like you could get your swarm with like a newer.
Yeah, so I had like, by the way, if y'all didn't know this, before an Iron Banner, you had to wait till you finished the quest line before you could actually like turn in packages. I went in right away with like my 600 or 700 Iron Banner tokens and just started smashing them out real quick. I already got like a swarm.
Yeah, but you couldn't get the new guns if you did that, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a swarm, God roll swarm.
Okay.
Which I did, by the way.
Which you did.
Auto loading holster.
I did not.
And spike grenades. I forget what the other perk is, but super hyped on that. But yeah, the new guns roll with new perks called Iron Grip and Iron Gaze.
Yep. I cover
And,
them in that video that I just discussed, but
I will admit I wasn't
little run
on
through.
last Monday. I was like, I'm not even looking forward to Iron Banner. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be the same stupid, prolonged quest that we get every time, and it wasn't. It was literally a one-step quest. You had to get 25 auto rifles, 25
were
sidearm
you pumped
kills.
on that or no?
Yeah, because normally I'm like have to grind out with guns that I don't even enjoy playing with. Like get 25 scout rifle kills, get 25 hand
I
cannon
kind of
kills.
like when they make you play the other shit. Like it feels a little more like.
the first character.
I finished the whatever.
But if you
and-
play 3 characters,
I don't
like
play 3,
by the
so-
time you get to your third character,
I
you're
don't
like,
play the third one.
fuck,
Fair
like
enough.
it's pretty easy for me to like get hand cannon kills or scout rifle kills on my hunter because I'm good on my hunter. But then when I'm playing it on my Titan, and I'm just like, oh shit, is that the badge? Is that the badge? Special delivery!
just got delivered
Mails
to the
in,
house.
mails in.
I was about to yell at the mailman because he was hitting the doorbell like 5 times while we are doing the show. I don't know if you guys could hear it.
So anyway, the new
now
perk
I'm
seems pretty
charged
cool.
up.
While he opens that up, the new sidearm also seems pretty badass as well. I didn't really get too much play with that, but I was watching Saints stream and I saw him destroying it with it.
I heard it's sick. I
Yeah.
have not used it because
It's fully automatic. The Suros
I was just
version.
practicing with the auto
So what did you?
rifle.
What was your final thoughts on the auto rifle?
Auto rifle's pretty dope. I know everyone's complaining about the visuals on the what's it called? The muzzle flash.
Yeah, muzzle flash.
I didn't really find it that bothersome, to be honest. Like, it does look ridiculous compared to the other ones, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did bring it down. But when I was using it, I wasn't like, wow, I can't see the fucking enemy. Like, no, I was still slaying out, so don't think that was a problem at all. And pretty strong gun once I managed to put the counterbalance on.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
You really need the counterbalance for sure, so definitely make sure that you guys have that on. I go through the full, like I said, the guide. We keep plugging the guide, but
Go watch
everything's
it.
in there. All right, it's a quick,
and it's
5,
sick
6
to have
minutes. So
It's sick to have a 600 RPM auto rifle that goes in the primary spot. It lets you with some flexibility. So anyway, before we move on to the next topic, the mail just came. Where's Mattbot? Is Mattbot watching? Mattbot, say what's up if you're out there watching, because we got something for
Give me
you.
the close up. Give me the close up. Give me the close up. Hello.
Oh, that's sick.
This is lit. This looks like
Lana, go.
this is.
we
This
get a-
thing is. It's much more. I thought it was like a.
Dude, that means mine's at home.
Dude, this is.
I'm gonna
much
bring mine in
more-
next.
This is much
Mine's
more
out for
legit
delivery?
than I thought it was. Like, not that I didn't think it was legit, but I thought it was like a gel material. Like, it would be kind of flexible. This is like very. Let me show the fans right here. So, for those of you guys who don't know, we have an in-clan system in the clan. Oh my goodness! Where's the focus?
Yeah, it's nice.
Where's the focus?
Matt Bop, they just came in.
Give me the-
Lana, stop.
There it is. Oh my goodness!
Stay over
Look at it.
there.
And by the way, guys, this is glow in the dark. You can't see it obviously because it's. This shit glows.
You see that?
Anyway, yeah.
that's
So that's for our
sick,
clan. If you complete all the like
Lana, go.
in-clan triumphs for the season, then you can order a seal. So that's gonna go right here on the set somewhere. Probably hang it up like right there or something. I don't know. But lit. Hell yeah! This just literally got delivered while we're on the show. So that's sick. So awesome. Shout out Mattbot. He makes them. Great job, honestly, dude. Like I just said, like way.
Almost as lit as Decon's face. Look
Way
at that
legit.
burn. Lana, don't
You
throw
know what I'm
stuff,
working
please.
with. So awesome,
Please.
dude. Shout out to him. Thank you so much, dude. It's got the little beer like in the middle. I didn't even like notice that.
Yeah,
See in the
that's
middle of the
sick.
sun, like the trials sign.
Trials, yeah.
Yeah, that's lit.
Good work, Matt Bop.
Yeah, great work. Hell yeah, super charged up on that. So
Dude, I'm putting mine right here. I'm gonna bring it next week.
and they're just gonna line up. All right, they're coming for every season. We've already done the hard ones this
No.
season, so
It's gonna go right above my head, and then every.
almost as lit as Decon's face. Let's go. So. Awesome, guys. We got 14 in the chat. Say what's up. Drop 3 likes on 14, so that math ain't adding up. All right, so hit a like, and let's move into the next topic.
Should we do another brew moment?
Yeah, if you want.
Dude, it is hot as balls in here.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, me too.
Does the audio sound weird with the fan? Turn the fan on and see if we get any. Not with these. Not with the new salsa. This is ASMR radio. All right. Oh, here. Producer gang.
Here, you want to pour this one?
Nope. You got it. Dutch is our brewmaster, by the way, here in the full 1-0.
I do drink a lot of beers.
Yeah. Charge.
Not as much as I used to. I don't really drink that much anymore, but I do have a past.
A beer.
That's sick too.
El Duce has a past of
The dad
drinking
has?
beer. In a past life, I used to drink many, many beers.
I'll go through some of the comments too. You really want 100 stability roll on the sidearm. Without it, it kicks like a mule during a roid rage. You heard it here first.
Oh,
Yep,
because you need
couldn't agree
counterbalance stock.
No, that's on the sidearm.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't
no.
used the sidearm yet, but haven't got a good roll on the sidearm, but I got a good auto roll, and I'm slaying with it. Yeah, and I'm pretty pumped up that it is like the first 600 RPM legendary primary slot auto or kinetic slot.
Adds diversity.
Yeah, like it
Not that,
definitely
though,
opens it up a
like-
little bit because I've just used Suros.
But let's be honest, though. When are you ever going to use that over a Suros in the primary spot?
I'm not unless I need the. It could be great for Nightfalls if you need the secondary slot, like Divinity. You're running Divinity and you need a primary. Come on.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so next beer is True Respite, which is another local brewery, Dad Hat.
Ooh,
Like your cup.
that's kind of lit. What's going on? We got 16 in the chat. What's up, everybody?
So we got True Respite Dad Hat. Okay, this is a brewery.
Jonesy said 100 max
local.
stability is definitely needed. Okay, so definitely look for that, ladies and gentlemen.
For Durwood, Maryland. I don't know where that is, but it's Durwood. Hazy IPA, 6.2%. So this should drink really light, but it's hazy, and they don't use lactose in their beers. Here, Jen.
Oh,
They don't.
Sorry.
Most hazy IPAs are brewed with lactose. They actually don't brew their beers with lactose. They achieve that through dry hopping and lupulin powder, and all those delicious
tasty notes you need to make your tongue go
That's pretty good.
yum 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 yum.
The hot swap was definitely my preferred, but
hot swap's definitely better. This is definitely light. Not exactly. This is not what I thought it was going to taste like at all. But what's up, Afro Bob? What's up there, big boy?
Hello, Afro
cold
Bob.
denial is life. Yep, we know. We see the big dogs out there slaying with it. I literally have never used that yet.
Cold denial. I used it.
I feel like the play style of like it's like slower play.
I used it in
style
comp the
for-
other day. Got 2 kills with it, and then I was like, all right, I need to put my summoner back on.
Yeah,
Just not for me, but I don't. You know.
I'd have to try it out. I just feel like you have to play a more ranged, whatever. Like I feel like I already lose a lot of engagements because I'm using Suros like too close compared to like sidearms or something. Like I just play like a much closer play style in general. So I don't know.
Jonesy said he likes the
Anyway,
sidearm as much
lore
as cold
topic,
denial.
yeah, I guess we should
well,
start the
Jonesy,
next
I
topic.
want to see
Moving
you
on.
out there using the cold denial and the new sidearm. All right, make that
Yeah,
the
double primary
make
gang
that
gang.
the-
Never do
new
it
combo.
unless you on the 2.0 KD lifestyle. Double primary, never do it. All right?
Yeah, well, guess what, Jonesy? I saw you posted something on the Discord the other day that you were like 38th in the world for trials or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you can correct me on stream, but I saw what you posted. What's
we
your-
see the work you're putting in.
Look,
all right?
numbers never lie. Okay, there's a lot. You can say a lot of shit, but when you got the numbers to back it up, that's wagon style.
Straight. All right, moving on. Lore, baby, Dutch. So this is more your topic and more so Mr. Afro Bob's topic.
I'm
in the
glad
chat.
Afro Bob joined when he did because we're gonna hit the lore subject. All right. So, I've actually on my car rides to and from work now, I've been listening to
Afro Bob.
Yeah, Afro Bob. Go support Afro Bob on YouTube. I've been listening to some lore videos. I think his name's Marlon has some. And My Name is Bife has some pretty good videos. Anytime Afro Bob puts out a video, I listen to that too. Don't worry, I got you. Much love for my man Afro Bob. But so I'm driving. I've been listening to a lot of the lore, and holy shit, does the game like have so much hidden story that I feel like people don't.
Unless
even,
you're searching for it, you're never gonna find
you're
it.
never gonna find it. Like I watched this whole video about. You guys might remember back for the. What was that sidearm that you had to go into the Crucible map? And there was like this dialogue between Shax and Saint 14, where they're like talking and Shaq sings this song like I'm from the moon, it's made of cheese, and this really like weird like song. And then so that was what 6 months ago maybe.
Yep.
Then when the prophecy dungeon, there's this conversation between Eris and the Drifter, and the Drifter's like, what's that song you sang to Shax? And Shax is like, I've never sang a song to him, but does it sound like this? And she hums the same tune. And then lo and behold, let me find
It's been right in front of our faces the entire
Listen
time.
to this. So the same tune. Ready for this?
Does that sound familiar, guys? It should. It sure as hell should.
In the same tune that he sang, I'm from the moon, I'm made of cheese.
So basically that's the loading screen for Shadowkeep.
Yeah.
And basically Savathun's song has been in front of us the entire time.
The entire
has been
time.
right in front of us the entire time. Savathun has her grips on Shaq supposedly, or like is starting
And
to
go watch that Bife video if you want to hear it.
Just
because
search it
it's
up,
just
Savathun
like,
song,
Yeah, it's a 10-minute
Bife or
video.
But it's crazy. Like this was some of the stuff that they were talking about, story, and we were always like on the surface, right, on face value. I didn't really feel like we were getting it all that much. I know like the people who dig deeper and stuff, but like I was like, okay, we had the Vex offensive. Like, what does that really have to do with like the next thing and like blah 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 blah. But they literally put that in at Shadowkeep, knowing that they were going to connect it here in season 4. So like the thought process is there, the planning is there for their lore story, and you can only assume that more like it's not going to just be this season ties to last season, that season ties to the next season. Like they're going to tie back and forth, and you're going to learn stuff from season 1 in season 4, and probably even you're going to look back at things from year 3 as we are in year 4 and be like, oh, that's what that was. And it's all going to like...
Even now with the Exo Stranger, right? We haven't seen her since Vanilla Campaign, Destiny 1. And now we're starting to get
She's back.
Yeah, and so we're starting to get like these lore bits about like Elsie Bray, and they're like connecting, all of these characters together. And it's just kind of crazy. Like all of that stuff I feel like gets overlooked though. I feel like... I don't know how they could implement it better besides just like hiding everything. I don't really know if there's like, I don't know about the lore, right? Because what am I? I'm doing raids. I'm doing Grandmaster Nightfalls. We're 2-manning Callus. We're doing all of these hard things. Like right now, they just on the raid report, they just released titles now that you can get for like low manning raids. So people are now 3-manning raid bosses. Like I can't wait to go get those titles on my raid report. Like that's probably the next thing that I'm gonna do.
I think that's been out. We just were rookies and weren't that.
Yeah. So like my next thing, I want to 3-man some old raid bosses and kind of get those titles on my raid report. So if people are like,
but you're not running around finding lore. Like
I'm not finding lore, and I didn't even know that like Bungie went to this length.
This like level of
and it's just so hidden. I feel like people don't appreciate it because it's not in plain sight, and I wish that they would like do something
a little more in your face.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I need a cutscene for
because even hardcore players don't get it. Like you know what I mean? Unless you're like a hardcore lore player, like you could have every triumph in the game and not know any of this shit. Like,
yeah.
So definitely need to.
I just wish that it was a little bit more in your face and like.
Some more in-game dialogue as you're playing it, rather than
maybe
like,
the dialogue's there and we're not paying attention. I don't know.
Honestly, though, like I'm just not one who's gonna read every time I get a lore pop up. I don't go read it. I've never gone and like read a lore thing. It needs to be more in the game. I think for casual players, like more voice acting, more cutscene. Like even if you can't do the cutscene, just have the characters stand there and just have the voice dialogue audio play like in the real world, like that they do plenty of times. You know what I mean? Why can't that be more of a thing?
So, like, you're saying, like, you unlock the lore book. Maybe you could go into that lore page and press play, and then as you're, like, running... as you're running, like, some public events or whatever, you can just listen to the lore book in your ear while you're playing through the game. That way you don't have to read it.
But I think that comes into the voice acting thing, like... And I guess it's really expensive to have voice actors. I don't understand why it would be. It seems like you'd pay them for a day or two, and, like...
I don't know.
They could read all the lore books. So I don't... You know what I mean? Like... Yeah, because, I mean, I know that was, like, a big thing in Pokemon for me. I was, like, I just played the new Pokemon, and I was like, why am I still having to read all these, captions? Like, why is there no, like, voice audio? Because, like, I'm just not, like, I just want them to read it to me.
Yeah.
And, like, their excuse was, like, we don't want to ruin the, like, RPG version of the game. Like we want people to have their own ideas of the players' voices. And I was like, sounds like you're full of shit and don't want to pay to like put that extra work into the game. Like TV shows don't like make it mute so that you can fucking picture their voice. However
Well,
you
if
want
anybody
it.
out there is struggling to pay voice actors, El Duce is here and will do the voice acting for minimum wage. I will do the voice acting. And I will play my guitar. I'll do it. I'll do all the voice acting.
What's everyone's
All
thoughts?
right, yeah,
Let's see.
let's hit the chat.
Audio books within Destiny would be great. Yeah, 100%. Check out Afrobob, so we're taking all of his content. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, you're the one who got us hip to the lore, Afrobob. So definitely check his stuff out, guys. He puts out great videos, like we already said, covering all kinds of stuff, and we hope to see more. All right,
Skills is in the party. What's up, Skills?
We got Skills. What's up? What's up? Everybody's out here. Lore needs to be on load screens instead of game tips. Thank you, Kendo. Like I've never fucking.
Oh, I turned game tips off. There's a setting in your settings where you can turn game tips off.
I mean, there's no point to do that, but why? Yeah, why isn't lore there?
Yeah, that's true.
Why isn't lore there? Like, just put a random lore page, and all the times I have to fucking.
Dutch for Vanguard 2020. Let's go.
Dutch for Vanguard. I'm dead. Okay, moving on. Next topic.
I should be the Hunter Vanguard.
Yeah, whatever. Cosmetics. Well, guys, so an issue that's kind of come up and a lot of people are concerned about is that cosmetics are essentially getting sunsetted in the essence that if the gun gets sunsetted and you've bought a skin for that gun or
Recluse, Revoker.
yeah, whatever.
What's the shotgun?
Then-
The primary shotgun that has the sick ass cosmetic?
Dust
Rock.
Rock Blues,
Yeah.
that one's dope. Then you're essentially losing that money, and should we be compensated for our stuff going away? No. No. Like, whoever... These people piss me off. Like, they upset me. Okay? Like, you're not playing the old missions. Should Bungie reimburse us for year one of Destiny because we're not playing it anymore? No. Okay? It's part of the fucking game. You don't have to buy the skins. They're so you can look pro
And they
when
sell
you
them
step
to you
into a
later down the
lobby.
road for Bright Dust.
And, yeah, they're for Bright Dust, most of them. Like, if you've spent a bunch of silver, then sorry. Like, get over it. Like,
And how much money are you complaining about here when you're buying something for silver?
and it's optional. It's not like they're making you buy the shit to use the gun and like then they're like, oh, well, we're taking it back away. No, like no one forced you to buy that. All right, like get out of here. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay, and all that extra money's making the game better. If you disagree, hit the bell on your way out, you little bitch.
And I want to disagree with you here, but
Go ahead.
I can't.
Go
I
ahead.
can't,
Disagree.
dude. You're right. Like,
I'm tired of it. Complain about something more important. There's plenty of things to complain about. All right, whatever it is you want, content, something. Don't complain that you only got to use your recluse skin for fucking a year and a half. Like, the guns are, that's any other looter game
And
is
we
not
don't-
meant to be that way.
we don't know for sure that they
And you
aren't
can
gonna-
still use it. It's not actually getting taken. You just won't be able to use it in the highest level of activities.
That's true.
Like, you could still use it as much as you want in normal strike playlists and anything you want.
And we don't necessarily know that down the road they won't bring back Recluse or Revoker or any of those guns in some fashion. I'm almost positive that they're going to bring Dust Rock Blues back down the road in some fashion. So
Stop it. Just stop it.
You'll be able to use those skins
Just
again
stop
down the
it.
road. And
Stop it.
I do want to argue against you on this point, but I can't. I mean, I can't.
The soy boys want their money back. Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Malone? That's my boy.
He gets it.
That's my
He
homie.
gets it.
Big
They aren't
Mike
taking
Malone.
the guns from you. You just aren't able to. They're just not viable. Yep, exactly. No need for comp.
I mean,
because
if
they
you
got
really want to
sunset.
use your Recluse, go do some Vanguard strikes. Hop in the Vanguard strike.
Literally
playlist.
do anything except for like the high, and even like once we're above level, like you could go do the raid with any sunset weapon next season.
I mean,
and, like,
for
be
instance,
fine.
we just did a 2-man callus a couple weeks ago with white armor. So, like, if we can do it with white armor, you're going to be able to slap a Recluse on.
Use whatever you want. Okay. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of
I
it.
agree. I agree with you.
I was at like 900 light, and we 2-manned it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Okay, you can do 95% of the activities without being at max light, and moving one item down because you want to use a gun or you want something like is only going to drop your light level by like.
And the
30
artifact,
points.
the artifact will probably counterbalance some of that too. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Get the fuck out of here with that.
and make it hard on yourself. Come on,
tired of it.
pull your big boy pants up and get in there under level and try to slay it out with your Recluse. Come on, dog.
And I
Let's
hope
go.
we get some dope new skins that I won't even want to use those old skins. How about that? How about that? Maybe they got some new fire coming for you.
Yeah, you don't even know.
All right. Next topic. Oh, Ace got his white wedding today. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, Ace, that's what I'm talking
Big
about.
moves. For those of you guys who don't know, white wedding, 2-man callus, all white gear except for 3 items. It has to be something new, something old, something borrowed, aka you got it from a vendor, and then 1 blue item. So yeah, it's not easy,
It's not easy.
but it's doable.
4 hours.
Nice 7 hours for your boy to learn the void. All right, the void. Anyway, moving on. Difficulty. Speaking of difficulty,
Yeah. So Game Rant put out an article, and I know they were checking in their article. They had talked about how they were on Reddit and they were checking Reddit posts, and apparently it seems as though the difficulty of the game against taken enemies has gotten a lot harder. Now they actually did some testing where they went in and they were like getting shot by taken enemies, and then they would go get shot by like fallen or hive enemies, and the damage they were taking was exactly the same. So there's no damage difference, but they were saying that the Taken seem to have like some built-in AI aggression that they're trying to figure out exactly what it is. But they were saying that they've gone back into the Shattered Throne, they're doing the Prophecy Dungeon, and even in Gambit, those enemies seem to be a lot harder. And Bungie hasn't come out and confirmed this.
but there seems to be something in the background that makes them more difficult.
Yeah, and maybe this is the darkness coming in. Maybe they're trying to figure something out.
But are they saying this is new? This is new?
This
Or
has happened this season.
Just this season they got more
Yeah,
difficult.
Yeah, and I don't know what skill level players are playing this game, but if it's on Reddit, I did see it in Raid Secrets, and Raid Secrets, they have a lot of lore guys, they have a lot of guys that are really great at in-game activity. It seems like everybody can agree. I mean, I can't say that I've really noticed a difference. I will say that the new dungeon is hard. Maybe I'll go into.
But it's also we're low light, so it's gonna slap you harder than like anything. You know what I mean? Like,
and I haven't noticed anything in
like
Gambit
Hit right now.
Although I
Hit
don't.
was hard too.
I
and
don't
that was
play a
hard,
lot of
so.
Gambit, so I don't really know. But
I do always feel like Taken are a pain in the ass, but they don't feel any more of a pain in the ass like this season than they were like previous seasons.
so it kind of got me thinking, like, could the game benefit from a little bit more aggressive AI? Like what?
Afro Bob said the lore can answer.
Ooh.
What lore options?
All right,
you
Afro
got?
Bob, type it up.
Or maybe put a video out on that. All right, because if you got answers, people want to know.
So I was wondering though, like, could the game benefit from it being a little bit harder? Like, if the enemies were a little bit more aggressive, was that something that you would like to see in the game? I mean, sometimes it does feel like we're just like strolling through the park, like.
I mean, that's a lot of activities because they're meant for casual players, not people like going for 2-mans and like completing raids like day 1 or week 1. You know what I mean? So
And what about like Grandmasters? Like, Grandmasters the hardest activity in the game,
they
and
feel
how much do we love that?
They feel plenty difficult. The only thing I would maybe say on a difficulty level, and like what you said about like the aggressive AI, and like maybe they're more aggressive and they like shoot at you more. So you know what I mean? Like something like that. I would say like I don't think they need to like hit harder or be like more hit points to kill, but I would like to see more mechanic based enemies like hobgoblins go down in a shield. Yeah, it's like kind of annoying at some point, but like
Or like how those Vandals will throw up that huge bubble.
yeah, or like the
Taken
the
Vandals.
Scions, the Taken Scions will like split a bunch.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. And I would like to see more mechanically driven enemies where you have a different approach against killing them rather than just shooting the enemy until it dies. Like, you know what I mean? I'd like to
Yeah.
see more like mechanic based enemies moving forward, especially if we're getting the new like darkness energy.
Yeah, we know that
people
like there's going to
we know
be
are
some
coming.
type of stasis enemy.
Yep.
We know that those are going to be. So it is confirmed that those are going to be fallen enemies. We know that the main boss in the next expansion is going to be fallen. Which, real quick before we move on, just I don't know why I'm thinking of this right now. What is the darkness going to be? What's on those pyramid ships? If we know that the whole next expansion is going to be focused around
Stasis.
some fallen, like the main boss is going to be fallen.
Yeah, but it could be like
Are the Veil going to be
like,
our allies?
like we
Is the
talked about
darkness
last
gonna
time
be
and
our
how we were splitting possibly light and dark. Like the Veil don't seem to be terrible yet. Like they're not really like
Oh, Afro Bob ain't going to tell us. He said he's
they're not
he's
really
waiting.
they're not
I
really
respect
like
that.
they're not really like fucking shit up. They're here and they're not like destroying the tower. They're not like killing us per se. Like
Yeah.
they are doing the invasions or the contact missions, but like in general, they don't seem to be like the most aggressive of like characters so far throughout the game.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be so, like, and if they're not the main enemy next season, then what? They're just gonna sit there and be like more
And
Duke
Duke has a good point. He said it could just be a campaign boss, and then there's also like an end game boss. So yeah, we'll see.
But I mean, the lore in the campaign goes more in the direction of
Afro
the
Bob,
Veil,
we'll get you on the show, I
Veil right
promise.
now. So I'm not sure. Yeah, Afro Bob, we know we're getting you on the show, no doubt. We're actually working on bringing on some guests in the next
Yeah,
couple weeks.
we're trying to figure out the right
keeping it.
trying to figure out the right format.
Keep
to
it
bring
on the
bosses
low,
in,
but know that's
or
coming. We're
bosses
gonna have
in.
if you guys are
Guest in.
interested in being a guest and think that you guys have a specific area where you could bring a lot of value to the discussion, definitely let us know, and we'll work towards that.
Yeah, so a lot of you guys who might be new viewers, Decon and I had a old show. It was called Going Flawless, and it was basically a 2 to 3 hour version of this show here, where we didn't have any like structure or like topics.
We had a lot of topics, but they weren't like listed like
Yeah,
that.
and we would just kind of like
It's a lot less structured.
Yeah.
But and this is actually this episode specifically, and the last couple episodes have gone more towards that. Like we're not really sticking to the timer.
'cause we're
if
back
you
in the
guys couldn't
studio
tell.
again.
If you couldn't tell, but let us know if you guys like it more like flowy like this, where we kind of get to elaborate on our thoughts and kind of talk with you guys a little more. And this little like it's definitely less structured than we were doing the first couple episodes of the Guardian Report, where we were really sticking to the 3 minutes and just kind of. Let us know what you guys like more, and we can definitely try to adapt to that, because we're always in the middle of like we don't want the show to be like 3 hours long, but we also feel like it's more informative and much more of a discussion when we do have times like this where we can kind of discuss and talk about whatever comes up in chat. You know, like as much more open discussion format rather than us just
When we were in
spewing
quarantine,
information.
we were in quarantine. We would just try to like get through it as quickly as
spew
possible.
information and next. So
Yeah.
let us know. Yeah, moving on.
So big topic this week in the Destiny world.
In the streaming world,
Well, yeah, in the streaming world too. So
biggest week ever. In the
Biggest
all
week
of
ever.
streaming.
So Destiny,
Fortnite included, all of it.
Destiny
Who would have thought?
partnered up with Twitch for this. If you donated 2 subs, you would get an in-game emblem and shader. Decon, let them know what happened.
Well, guys, it's incredible that Destiny has like lower numbers in the aspect of the games, like as far as played, as far as views on Twitch. Like if you look at Twitch, it's only getting like 20,000 views,
I can tell you
right?
right now.
It only gets like 20,000 views at any current time, maybe up and down depending on what's going on. But you know what I mean? It'll be that. And like Warzone's at like in the hundreds of thousands, okay? Or like Fortnite used to be in the hundreds of thousands. Like Valorant was in the hundreds of thousands. Like yes, Destiny goes up when
Destiny
popular.
has 20,000 people.
Yeah, it's
streaming
normally around like right around 20,000. And
right now.
that like the fact that all the records for sub trains, for sub counts, and like the numbers that the Destiny community hits with that much smaller player
Fortnite has
base.
200,000 right now.
What does?
Fortnite has 200,000.
Yeah, Fortnite has 200,000 people watching, but they're not a committed community like fucking Destiny is, and it's like mind blowing the records that we break. So let's throw them out there.
Let's look at some numbers.
So for those of you guys who were with us and played Corridors of Time, we covered that, and Glad broke the sub-train record of all of Twitch across any game, any stream ever, of
so much fun.
10,000 or 11,000 or something during the Corridors of Time when people were just crushing spreadsheets. And that was mind-blowing for the Twitch community, that literally they were having their best time ever across any game ever in the history of the fucking world of Twitch, while they're just fucking crushing out numbers on a spreadsheet, not even playing the
Boring
game.
as shit.
Like,
One night you and I got wasted.
we're
And we
just
just sat
charged up,
downstairs
right?
and watched it.
yeah, and that broke records, right? Now,
Lauren passed out on the floor.
this new thing that came out with so basically, if you do 2 gifted subs, you can get a special shader and a special emblem. Bungie dropped that in partnership with Twitch. Bungie and Twitch have had a great partnership doing 1 month rewards, where you're getting the
Twitch Prime
old exotic. I had most of them, but you're getting some skins,
A sparrow,
some cool little
couple
shit.
ghosts.
Yeah, whatever. So it's really like you could tell they're trying to help the content creators. And I was saying this is the most genius thing. So let's tell you the news. Because of that gifted sub thing, subs went out the ass on the Destiny Twitch
So
community
Glad broke his previous record
of 10,000 across everything to 28,000 sub train, more than double. his actual sub count, like, and he did it in one stream, one
Netting
fucking
him-
stream.
They said netting him an estimate $98,000.
$98,000 in one stream, in a stream. Off of that, bringing his total to 40,000, smashed the record. Then MTash came in, PvP player, also fucking crushed it.
He had
like,
a sick format too.
like 11,000. You know what I mean? He got creative with it. He was like spinning the wheel, and like
Yeah.
every time people gifted, which was nonstop, 11,000 people.
Yeah.
Literally, he went from 1,600 to 11,000.
I watched
He
it-
like it went up by like 1,000%.
I watched the game
in one
where
stream.
he was supposed to get a seventh column medal, and if he didn't get a seventh column medal, then he was deleting his god rolls basically, which is what a fucking smart man. So like beloved, spare rations, all the guns that are getting sunsetted that he uses.
Just deleting them.
Yeah.
Which was great because people, of course, are like gonna give money to see that shit. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
so like mind benders.
Yeet. Yeet. Oh, it's got 30,000 kills on it. Yeet.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't even matter. Yeah, he's like you said, while he's sleeping. Yeah, Glad like streams himself sleeping because like he'll
Yeah.
keep the sub train alive. Now, the impact of this, huge. I wonder if it correlates to the huge numbers that we've seen in Iron Banner.
Yeah.
And it's been a big issue this whole year, especially the past 2 seasons, of streamers being like, I don't want to play the game anymore. The game is not enjoyable. It's a constant grind, blah, 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 blah. And Glad even taking, we talked about it last
Hiatus.
season.
I told you he'd be back.
Take
I
a
told you all
little hiatus.
motherfuckers live on the show that he'd be back.
MTash even put out a video last week. He was like, I don't know if I can continue to play
Frostbolt
this.
started
Like,
playing Valorant.
I don't know. Like, yeah, whatever. Frost, like all the big guys. How do they bring them back in? Let's just pad your bank account right quick with a little 1,000% increase right
Big
quick.
brain.
All right. Now,
Big
what did they do?
brain.
What did they do? And it didn't cost Bungie $1. It all came from the community gifting their subs. We were gifting to the pub crawl or whatever,
Yep, I
like
gifted to
gifting
the
to your
pub
fit. And this is across the board. This isn't just the big
I gave
guys.
the pub crawl my prime sub.
It's not just the big guys, it's all of the Destiny streamers. Especially after Mixer just got fucking waxed, a bunch of their players came to Twitch. Good lord.
You know what
wanna
Bungie's
talk
doing right now?
about
You know what Bungie's doing right now?
Fueling the jet,
They're
all right?
fueling
They're
it,
just
baby.
fueling it, all right? And you want to talk about a stimulus package for the community. Good lord.
Yeah.
Good
And,
lord.
those are just numbers posted by Glad and MTash. I'm sure that
It's across the board.
I'm sure that everyone was getting a
Across the
payday. And it's, dude, I mean, what a great way to get streamers into the game. Like, oh, Destiny's people are gifting subs to their favorite Destiny streamers right now. Like,
Oh, maybe I should try out Destiny just for the
maybe
week.
I should stop playing Fortnite.
And now their player, and now
Stop playing
their
Destiny.
their fans are seeing the game, and the game's free to play now.
Yeah.
Let me just download it, right click, see what this is all
It's
about.
huge. It's huge for the game.
And we just happen to have the record-breaking Iron Banner, which yes, we had the great addition of.
How many new light
Connection
players,
based-
though, do you think were honestly hopping into Iron Banner for the first time?
I don't know.
And I know we talked about how connection-based matchmaking is a lot of fun for us, but do you think that if people are watching MTash play Iron Banner, they're like, oh, let me hop into this game and stream, and then they're
But those
hopping
players,
in?
no, but players are used to like not being good. Like, go play a Fortnite match now, guys. If you've never played Fortnite, good fucking luck getting into that game because I literally am a beast at Fortnite. Thousands of hours in it. I'm pretty good at building, and I can't go play that game now because of how ridiculous the skill gap has gotten in a game like that. So players like that are used to losing. Like
Yeah.
they don't expect to like. You know what I mean? That's any game. And I love, like, the Destiny community does not have a huge skill gap. Yes, there is on the higher end, like that top 10%.
So-
but as far as a game like Fortnite with the building aspect and things like that, like, there's not it's mostly just gunplay.
To your last comment that Destiny doesn't have a huge skill gap, one of my buddies that I work with, he's a huge Overwatch fan. And I don't really know that much about Overwatch, but I know that enemies like fly through the sky and shit, and they're
There's
like all over the place.
There's a lot more abilities.
Yeah, so
Yep.
he was like, dude, he plays on PC. And,
Double tap the mouse.
he was basically like, he was like, dude, Destiny's such a great game. There's so much content. Like, I had no idea that it was this good. And he was like, and I'm a beast at Crucible. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, how are you just a beast? And I was like, because you play on mouse and keyboard. And he was like, no, dude, I fucking like. He was like, I'm used to playing Overwatch where there's just like people all over the place. He was like, literally in Destiny, I can just go through and just like, he's like,
Yeah,
it's
most-
headshot.
like most-
he's like,
yeah,
I,
mo-
he's like, I snap on a sniper and it's just headshot.
Yeah,
Every
because
single
most
time.
people are on that base level. Like, it's not as like,
Yeah.
it's not as vertical on the general skill gap.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the top 10% or the top 5% or 1%, 2%, whatever you want
Blink
to say,
warlocks and
are like way up in
invisible
the air,
stalkers,
and that's when the
hunters.
game becomes a lot more
Yeah.
aggressive. But for the most part, you can hop into Crucible and like just snipe on head level, on floor level, and people are walking on playing on the ground compared to a game where people
Especially
are flying and you gotta like worry about all
connection-based matchmaking, dude. Like,
that. Yeah. I've seen at least 6 new lights in about 100 games.
and
That doesn't
that's
sound like
that's
a lot.
honestly like that doesn't seem like that much, but that's 100 games of Iron Banner where new light players aren't going to be that great.
And that's elite. Like, you know, you don't know like every single time that's a new light. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, I think it's great for the game. I love to see, and that just shows Bungie's conscious of the impact of content creators.
Yeah.
And that has never
Well,
been more true, especially now with Corona and sports being gone and the esports industry just blowing up, like all the stuff that's going on, good and bad, which although it's like bad news coming out with a lot of the streaming stuff right now, whether it be Say No to Rage or who knows what happened to Dr. Disrespect. We don't know yet, or maybe we do know because I haven't been paying attention at all for the past couple days. But all that stuff, good or bad,
that dude.
at least that stuff
from
is coming.
Phase Rain that you keep saying.
Phase Rain, good lord, fucking God bless him. But good or bad, at least the issues are being brought up and are not going under the radar.
Yeah.
So whether it be bad news, it's still good that it's coming out and getting fixed. It's good that the numbers are going up across the board, and Bungie seems to really understand that, as seen through all their partnerships with Twitch.
Yeah.
I hope they come do some YouTube stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
They need to hit the bell.
yeah, guys.
Hop on the wagon.
So yeah, guys. If you guys got any thoughts on that, let us know. If you guys had any success, I know I was wondering. I wanted to ask like Theo and probably Jonesy. I know he streams a lot. Anyone
been
else?
on there
If you guys
grinding.
have seen any results for like the lower community, obviously like that doesn't have the huge followings. Those are really the only numbers I've seen.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see, and I would assume that a lot of those people, if they had to pay for gifted subs, they went in and helped their friends that are at partner level
Yeah.
or affiliate level or whatever. So I'd love to see what your guys' thoughts are on that. If you guys have gained a bunch of subs this month, and if it was game changing for you, let us know. U.S. economy. Okay.
Jesus.
What?
Duke,
Jesus.
sometimes you make me want to punch myself in the dick repeatedly.
They need to get on the esports wagon. A lot of top Twitch games have big esports scenes, which draw people in. 100%.
Way to chime in, Malone. God, fist
Yeah,
bump,
I
baby.
agree, and I've been saying this for years.
My boy.
We need some competitive like tournament status. Like it needs to be.
Well, the problem is Destiny is not a competitive game, and it never will be because there's too many variations in roles. There's too many variations. Like you could have a dynamic sway auto rifle, and I might not be fortunate enough to get that gun.
But you could
and
do
then-
that. You could do that in tournament style, where you get to pick. You'd basically be pulling a gun from collections, and you could put whatever role you wanted on it. That's literally what they do in like Call of Duty. Everyone has everything unlocked, and you can pick what you want.
Yeah, I mean,
there
then
would
you're gonna
only
end-
be in that.
Then you're going
like,
to end up with a
competitive-
tournament where fusion rifles are banned and 600 RPM fusion.
Nope, that's rookie. That's rookie status. Don't do that. Don't do it.
I'm not shouting out any names,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
but if you
It's
start
rookie
banning shit,
But no,
then-
I mean, if Bungie put
turnout
together,
ain't gonna be
if
great.
Bungie put together a tournament style,
God, we need to put together a tournament so bad.
yeah, honestly, we should.
Six Beers Deep tournament. We got some mods out there
Sponsored by
watching.
410 Gaming. If you
Yeah.
guys need our support or want us to set up, we'd love to. Let us know.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just do one if Six Beers Deep doesn't want to do. I know they already have like tons of events, and the mods might not want to have to deal with that.
I'd be
but
down to help set up and organize a SBD. My time is very.
I'm
spread
down
out
for
too,
either
though, so-
one. I just don't like if it was Six Beers Deep, it'd probably be limited to Six Beers Deep members, and I'd rather. We should do both. We should
Yeah,
do
we should
one
do
with the
both.
clan and then one legit just for the community.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah. Moving on. Yeah, so that's all of our topics. Definitely ran over on a bunch of them, but from what I saw in the comments, you guys said you like it a little more chill and us covering it up, and we definitely have had a good amount of viewers this whole time.
Clark,
so you
DM
guys
me a
seem to
link
like
too.
it.
I'll follow you as well. I'll help you out. Get to affiliate.
Yeah, 100%. Hit us up. We'll always shout out the homies. But yeah, moving in, we got some shared wisdom, and we got, as you guys saw, producers
They're doing an
coming
in-clan
in,
tournament later in the season.
coming in clutch. Are they? Hell yeah. Dope. Tournaments in this clan. Perfect. As you guys saw, producers on Clutch, letting you guys know we got Postmaster segment coming up too, which is where we answer all your questions, whether it be personal, Destiny related, the craziest, just whatever, rapid fire questions, let us know.
Anything.
We'll answer them. But
Duke
in the
asked a
meantime,
question.
yep, Dutch, run through shared wisdom.
We do Postmaster first.
Nope, shared wisdom's first. It's already on the
I
screen.
don't have any shared wisdom.
Nothing?
I don't know.
Nothing big?
Hey Lana.
No bugs? No issues?
Chill,
Issues going
chill.
on?
Let me pull it up.
Let me hit you with some shared wisdom, all right? Go watch the 410 guides that we're putting out. All right, because
I'm about to drop one today.
a new one's coming out today. A new one went out in the past. All right, we're giving them the wagon, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gaining subs out the ass. I can't wait. Oh, I'd like to formally announce that at 1,000 subs, the next Guardian report, I'm gonna shave the hair into a mullet.
And Duke's changing his name to
live on the
Duke.
show. So we got some fun stuff. We're also gonna do some giveaways for sure at 1,000. So tell your
All
friends.
right, so shared wisdom,
Share it up.
some shared wisdom real quick.
All right, let's get it.
So we just talked about the whole Twitch thing and gifting subs. There are some things you need to do before you're able to gift those subs. You need to link your Bungie account to Twitch. Lana, Daddy's talking. Can you just? What, baby? Mommy, can you give her your phone?
Sure, he has her iPad. What's she
Okay.
She's
Anyway,
got an
back to
iPad.
shared
What you need a
wisdom.
phone for?
So anyway, make sure you link your Twitch account. Don't lick it, but link your Twitch account before you start gifting those subs. Otherwise, it won't count. Bungie's doing a fashion show this week, which whatever.
Chill.
Then the patch notes contact event. They're fixing an issue where Heavy Hitters Triumph was not progressing when defeating bosses. I am one that suffered from that event. I don't know anybody else out there, but
I think I didn't talk to anyone who had all 3 completed.
yeah. So I have one.
I think it was everybody.
And
You guys might not even know it yet.
I got
Yeah.
when I beat the first boss, which is like the incinerator or whatever. I got completion for
A different one.
for a different boss.
and then I didn't get the other ones.
So hopefully they are working on fixing that. They're also fixing the issue where players could collect and bank 15 motes prior to unlocking the appropriate prismatic recaster rank reward, which I was getting that
We
too.
were doing that too,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was pretty confused.
But now everyone mostly has that, so it shouldn't be
yeah, I just finished mine.
too much of a
actually
problem
last
there.
week.
Everyone should have the maxed out recaster. And if you don't, it's your own fault because you didn't watch the prismatic recaster guide, all right? Live on the channel.
Contact weapons, Cold Denial, and Fallen Guillotine didn't offer 2 perks in the final column. They're working on that right now after you unlock Umbral Enhancement 3, which is dope.
And at this point, if you guys are close to maxing it out and you haven't yet, big shared wisdom, big brain move. Don't focus any engrams until you get
Save all
that
your
last
mats.
21, whatever. Like if you're at level 18, don't be focusing anything. Save all your materials because that last upgrade at level 21 is 50% off materials. So big brain moves.
They're fixing an issue where Falling Guillotine could continue to damage enemies after the heavy attack animation had completed, which I didn't even know that was a thing, and I wonder if that's going to change the DPS on the weapon overall. So we'll see how that comes out. They're fixing an issue with the Sleeper Catalyst, Last Wish, and Garden of Salvation. They're updating the gear to have the max infusion caps, and they're removing Scorn, Cabal, Vex, and Fallen variations from the weekly Vanguard bounty, which is dope because those were literally impossible to fucking complete.
So annoying.
Yeah, I'd have to like literally load into like
10 different strikes and hope that you get the right one. And then you get to like, you need 150 kills and you get to like
so you
148.
just have to go to a planet and just like load into a Cabal strike, just get like 3 kills and then dip out, and you're just basically fucking everybody.
I didn't
else
even
in the
do that.
protein.
I just would delete the bounty. Sorry.
So, yeah, that's pretty much shared wisdom for this week.
Dope. All right, question time. You know what it is.
Duke had this question.
All right, Duke's question. U.S. economy and society starts to burn, modern apocalypse style. What's your game plan and weapon of choice? Dutch, go ahead and take this one.
What kind of weapon? Is it like a legit like real life weapon, or is it like a Destiny weapon?
Let's do both.
Okay, so legit real life weapon. Look, you know I got that 870 Express at home, chilling in the closet. You know that's what I'm. There's an apocalypse. I'm sitting right at my front door. I'm boarding it up, and I'm sitting there. And anyone who tries to come in, get in the wagon. The neighbors might have to be the first to go. I'll probably go through the neighborhood and start taking my neighbors out and raiding their.
Their gun saves.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking their guns, probably
Armoring
all
up.
their canned goods, and then I'm gonna lock down.
They don't have canned goods. All they have is beer.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be
Perfect.
drinking their beer too. Then I'm gonna lock down my street. I'll be the only person living on my street in my whole entire neighborhood. My neighborhood's small, maybe got like 60 houses in it.
We'll set up the studio there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take.
We'll do our
I'm gonna take
apocalyptic
it house
podcast.
by house with my 870, baby. Taking their guns too, and all their food. That'll be mine. They got boats, and then I'm gonna go sit out in the water with my boat.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting on a yacht. Like,
But Destiny gun, if I had to choose a Destiny gun, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the. I'm gonna go with my Summoner or my Gnawing Hunger. Those would be the 2 guns.
you're
that I
taking a
would-
primary?
Yeah, definitely. What are you taking?
You know I'm taking the air until. I'm taking the air until all day. I'm gonna be.
Until you run out of
I'm
ammo.
gonna be blasting people. No, dude, I got scavenger boots on. I'm picking up their ammo. I got Max out here. And if after those first couple kills, you lose it all if you die anyway. But if I'm dead, I don't need the ammo. So you know I got this guy. It's unlimited ammo after you get a couple spree out here. But yeah, no, I do video production for a living, and I film yachts a lot. And
That's the move.
For those of you guys who probably don't know, most of those yachts got the key on them somewhere. Right? They don't like keep that shit locked up.
They don't keep it on their key.
Like the fucking neighborhoods are gated and shit, so they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So it's just like most of them, they just got the keys.
And they're rich. They don't know how to use guns anyway.
Yeah, so you know I'm rolling in there, taking a nice little 300-meter yacht. That's 900 feet, and we cruising out in the middle of the ocean. Done.
How long do you think it could sustain life? On
I've
a yacht?
never seen a zombie apocalypse. Wait, did he say zombie?
No, you just said modern day apocalypse.
Either way, humans nor zombies can swim to the ocean, so I ain't stressing that.
How long do you think you could sustain life on a yacht?
Like forever, dude. A lot of those big yachts.
yeah,
Yeah, you
fishing.
could fish. A lot of those big, yeah, dude. And those yachts have like literally full fishing, like you have an armory, like right, like the White House has an armory room. Those fucking yachts just have a huge fishing armory room, like just like hundreds of, like it doesn't even matter. So yeah, and they got solar panels and shit on them. Like that shit ain't going down. You do need like a crew.
Mr. Yacht over here.
They do got like a crew. You do need a crew of like 40 to run them. But
Really?
that's what the homies are for.
You need that many people?
Yeah, like some of those, like
I
the
can
900-foot boats, that's like 100-person crew.
I can cook and I can fish.
We're riding.
I can watch the front.
And for
You
the
can
gun,
wash
I'm
the
taking
dishes.
the Elon Musk flamethrower. Or a flamethrower of some sort.
Any other questions?
Done. Any more questions?
Any more brain busters?
Any more brain busters?
Busters.
No, just a run-of-the-mill apocalypse.
Can Jonesy be a judge instead of a contender?
Oh, he was talking about the
Oh, in the
tournament.
contest?
He was talking about the tournament.
Nah, I'm gonna give Jonesy the wagon, if
Yeah,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying.
Okay.
Come on, Jonesy, I'm ready for it. Let's get it.
1v1.
1v. You know he's getting the air until.
Yeah. You think Jonesy don't have air and till skills?
I'm giving him the wagon.
He probably knows how to pro charge. He probably invented
He's a
that
pro
shit.
charger, you know what I'm saying? He's seen the guys.
Once you walk in here, it's like 10 degrees hotter than everywhere else.
1v1 and bro, it's just done. So tell me when and where, baby. We live. Dope. Cool, guys.
Everybody hit the
1v1
thumbs
on
up.
Rough.
Everyone hit the thumbs up.
Everyone hit a thumbs up. We got 17 in the chat, 14 watching. I know some of y'all are new.
Everyone hit the thumbs up for El
Thumbs
Duce.
And for the mullet.
Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a great episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And if you guys, definitely let us know again if you have any constructive criticism on how we can make the show better, any ideas on topics, anything like that. Join our Discord, and we'd love to hear any feedback you guys have to make the show better. It's
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know about our Discord, it's not really like a LFG type of Discord. We do have like one LFG channel, but it's mostly like if you guys support us, we want to support you back. So if you're like watching our content and you'd like to hop in, and you have a stream and you'd like to get your stream,
It's more of like a forum for people that we play with. We just discuss ideas,
Yeah.
announce news,
yeah,
and promote each other's content.
yeah. So
It's
if
a
you,
nice little,
like it's
nice little hub.
you come in, you watch,
It's for anybody, any clan, any.
Yeah, you check out our
service.
content, and if you want to hop on, like Theo, Saint, Afro Bob, Nintendo Warrior, all of their streams. I've just put the pub crawl on there. I know Jonesy's in the Discord. So there's if you just want to have your content seen by people outside of the clan or
Whatever. Or just come chat it up with us.
Yeah.
That's what we're there to do.
Yeah.
So, Mattbot said your seal should be there. Show's delivered when you get home.
Nice. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna bring it next week. It'll be
You know what it is.
right here.
Emberian status.
Yep.
So,
And then in 2 more months, you're going to see another one right next to it. And then 3 months from that, there'll be another one. And then basically, my goal is to have them wrap around the entire room.
yeah, we need to get one of the new Triumphs coming out, by the way, too. Like, I need some more stuff to chase.
You're at what, 5? 4 or 5?
5. I have all of them except for the tags
I think
and
I'm at
the
3.
1080 Lite.
Yeah, I'm at 3 right now. I
And
don't,
we're
have,
gonna do a tag. Dude.
I don't have the dungeon. I don't have the 20-minute dungeon
We're gonna
yet.
do a tag. We're gonna do a tag stream too, guys. So if you guys want to get in on that, we're gonna
yeah.
be streaming, just playing with as many members as we can. I got a bunch from Iron Banner. I haven't checked that. I'm sure it's updated by now because I know it was kind of updating daily almost. So punt on that. But
Yeah, I
thanks
got a lot
guys
of
for
tags.
watching. Drop a like, drop a sub. If you guys got friends, like get them in here. All right, get your homies that you play with in this chat so we can
And
all
if you
hang
want to
out.
join the tag stream and
It's
you want
so much more
decanonized
fun.
tags, when do you want to do that?
I don't know, sometime soon. We're gonna stream tomorrow too, by the way, when the new content drops
Hopefully.
on
when it drops.
Tuesday. We're praying, so definitely tune into that. Tomorrow we'll be live at 1 a.m. or
Missile
1,
just
1
said
p.m.
Brewer triumph soon and next admin triumph soon as well. So we should be getting 2 triumphs soon.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm ready for them.
So hope to see you guys. Dutch's new video dropping soon as well. Tonight.
Yep, I just got the thumbnail from Dookie late last
Insane
night.
build. You're gonna be just ridiculous sustained damage
And
throughout.
slayability.
Just slayability.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's pretty wild.
Haven't
You know-
seen anyone post about this ever. So
Yeah, and I don't want to give too much away, but
it's a higher skill gap build.
it is a little bit harder to master, but once you kind of you
Lord.
kind of figure it out.
Good lord.
Yeah, you can't.
You'll see what it
You have to
is.
see it, dude.
We'll
You
see
have
you
to
guys next time on the Guardian Report. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Peace, boys.
Peace.
And ladies. And other gentlemen as well.
Bye-bye.